Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I would like us to talk about mental health. First, before I talk about remedies or medicinal herbs that would help in mental health, whether it's anxiety, depression, stress or anything, I just want to relate a story. A few years back I had a nursing sister, which is a client of mine, that was suffering from a mental health issue, and apparently she was ordered from work because of mental health. Her children brought her to me, and she wasn't even taking baths, she wasn't combing her hair, she couldn't drive anymore, and she was a lady and a half, but for some reason she couldn't do any of those. What was said about the story is that she was locking herself up in her room throughout the day. She couldn't go out, closing the curtains and everything. So you can see how mental health affect people in different ways. Anyway, she came here, and then I made her some remedies or some mixtures for stress, anxiety and depression. I put her also on Gotu Kola, which is one of the herbs that I will talk about, and also I put her on a tincture called skull cap, which is a nervous system tincture or herbal medicine, but in a tincture form. So she started using them. After 2 months or 3 months, apparently, I would say apparently, because she was sending her children to come and collect her remedies. Apparently she was fine, and a year or two later I was at a wedding, and there was this lady that came to me, hugging me, screaming and whatever, and I didn't understand who is this lady. I was embarrassed because I didn't recognize her, only to find that it was her. She changed her diet, she used the herbal medicine, and she recovered. I would end the story there. I won't tell more as to what happened later. But I want us to talk about mental health. It has become a stigma for some families. And people with mental health, they need to be treated as normal. They are not abnormal at all. They need to be treated as normal. They need to be loved by the family members. I know some siblings or family members, they see it as a stigma if you have a person with a mental health issue. Just for an example, COVID has caused a lot of anxiety, which is a mental health issue. We are anxious because you're scared to go to the malls, you're scared to touch people, you're just having anxiety because you don't know how you get infected by COVID-19. So mental health is something that is there, but we can curb it by the way we eat, and also using natural remedies like Gotu Kola. As I've said, Gotu Kola, it's a herb, it's a tea. Gotu Kola is also beneficial for people with schizophrenia. It's also beneficial for people that suffer from insanity. It is one of the best herbal medicine that is good for the nervous system as a whole, whether it's anxiety, it's depression, it's stress, and the schizophrenia that I've just mentioned. And it has no side effects. That's also another thing that is good about Gotu Kola. And also it can help one with who's suffering from senility, and also it is good for memory loss. That is why I'm using it for my energy and memory pack as part of the pack, because it contributes in improving memory or helping people with senility and memory loss. The other mixture that I do is a combination of natural remedies, quite a number of them, that we combine together and make one mixture that is called anxiety, stress and depression mixtures. Also, it's very calming, it alleviates insomnia, it relaxes the nerves, it does quite a number of things. With me, I have one of my books that says Fighting Disease with Food. So I want to share some of the food that we can use that contributes towards mental health. Example, walnuts. What are the benefits of walnuts? Walnuts are a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids, which may help to lower the level of cytokines resulting from nervousness, and this may help to reduce anxiety. Meaning that in our diet we need to add, especially 5 walnuts per day are important, and that's the required daily allowance or required daily intake that you can take. I know walnuts are very expensive, but if you have bought them, just take 5, at least 5 a day, and add them to your diet, whether it's your breakfast or you can snack with them. Bananas, they contain carbohydrates, and they've got vitamin B6, magnesium, and potassium. So a deficiency in any of these if you are deficient in B6 or potassium or magnesium, it has been found that it contributes towards anxiety. So if you have deficiency of those minerals and nutrients, you will suffer somehow anxiety. So meaning that using bananas, it's in a way helping ourselves with the deficiencies that we might get that might cause the anxiety. Millet, it's part of a breakfast. It's not a cereal as such, but part of a porridge or so, as much as it's not a liquid, like it's like rice of some sort, but we use it mostly for breakfast. So millet is a good source of phosphorus, which is required for the efficient functioning of the brain. A deficiency in phosphorus is a factor contributing also to anxiety, depression, and stress, meaning that we can add millet as part of our diet. The complex carbohydrates found in barley may help to increase the serotonin levels in the brain. We know what serotonin levels, like the mood that would make you a happy person and all that. Having adequate serotonin has a calming effect on the body. So let's add barley on our diet, meaning that there is power in the food that we eat, but we need to know what is it that we're taking. As much as there is power in the food that we eat towards healing, also what we eat results in what we suffer from. So if we eat these things, we can help ourselves with issues of mental health. The mung beans, especially the what do you call them the sprouts of the mung bean are very healthy. They've got choline, which is found in them, and they help maintain the nervous system, and they prevent deficiency, which contributes and which cause anxiety. So mung beans, I hope we know what mung beans are. You can buy mung beans, and you can even sprout them yourselves and put them in your lettuce or whatever salads that you're doing. Sunflower seeds, I love the sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and limb seeds. A mixture of all those, if you can just put them in your cereal. But what sunflower seeds provide us with, they contain zinc, which is zinc is a very important trace element. Zinc helps also with fertility issues or impotency. And zinc helps alleviate the symptoms of anxiety that can be caused by a zinc deficiency. Not only anxiety, but depression, stress, and all nervous system that affect our mental health. For the little ones also, we do attend to their attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder, or even attention deficiency disorder, which is ADD and ADHD, and they've got their own herbal remedies that they can use. One of them is Schizophrenia, which is good for the young ones that are hyperactive, that have got epilepsy, but everything that has to do with mental health, it can be helped through natural remedies and through the food that we eat. I hope I make sense in what I've just said in a nutshell. Please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks.